everybody, and welcome back to the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and we've got a fun show for you guys. Well, we're going to be doing a video, inspired by my buddy, Mid-Level Media Channel, who I adore, Kenny. He did a video where he talked about the movies that he picked 10 movies that he was going to watch, and then he would do like basically a big review of them and stuff later, like talking about each one of them. And I can't wait for his talk about each one of them. That's gonna be fun. He said it's gonna come like mid-December. I'm not doing that because I don't want to copy him exactly, but I am going to show you off 10 movies that I'm planning to watch by the end of the year. And here's the thing. Some of them I will do a review of on the Blu-ray Hunter reviews. If you realize I just did one for You Can Count on Me, that is not listed in this group because I had already done that way before I picked these movies. So, but like the next few Blu-ray Hunter reviews, I may do a couple of them. Some of them I will save for Criterion Watch, which I do on Indie Film Cafe. Um, Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if any of these are Criterion Watch worthy. A lot of these are movies that I've heard of, but have never seen. These are movies that I'm some of them are movies that I just want to watch because I want to watch every movie made by a certain director. Um, and by the way, I am watching them in a sort of an order, and it's going to be from the sort of the shortest to the longest, right? So these are in order short to long. So five of them are 4K and five of them are Blu-ray. So I guess let's just get to it, and I'll kind of describe a little bit of why I picked certain ones and stuff, and get right into that. By the way, you may see my sister's dog in the background there. She is right there. Say hi, Ushi. Hi, Ushi. She's looking up. Okay. So first off, we've got Real Life, which is a Albert Brooks film. I've seen Mother and I've seen Defending Your Life, and then I wanna see there's one more that I wanna see that I don't own yet. I think it's like Lost in America or something like that. I want to see that, but I just haven't watched that yet. I haven't even bought it yet, so it will eventually. But these just got upgraded. This is a 4K of Real Life, so I'd love to have Defending Your Life in what is it? I'd love to have Defending Your Life in 4K at some point because that's like one of my favorites. Like I absolutely adore that movie. John Ward's favorite before was Mother, and then he rewatched it with me, and he didn't like it as much as he used to remember loving it. I think the brother like annoyed him, like or whatever. So anyway, but Real Life, I haven't seen it. I haven't heard many great things about it, honestly. I mean, it is Albert Brooks's first movie. It's a very big predecessor to it's a big like it began the whole thing for Real World, and everything, and real life documentary stuff. So like, thank you for that. Then we got like Jersey Shore and all these other things which become like a guilty pleasure of mine at some points. Next is Devil in a Blue Dress, which I should have watched before I went to LA because I've heard this has a lot of LA stuff to it. I might watch this with my dad if he's into it or want to, because it does have a lot of LA, I've heard. I just never got a chance to watch it before then. We had other things we were watching instead, and I don't think we would have gone to many of the places that I don't even know where exactly in LA this took place, but this also was a sort of post-war film noir, so this wasn't, this isn't LA that we know today kind of thing. So, but I do want to check it out. That one I've heard really good things, and that one is also a 4K. So now we're gonna go into one of the Blu-rays. One of the Blu-rays I want to do is in a collection of movies that I haven't finished. So I do plan to finish watching them by next year sometime, maybe mid next year or something. But I wanted to watch this one first, and that is King of Marvin Gardens. That's a film by Bob Rafelson, and it stars Jack Nicholson and who's the other guy in it? Somebody big. Bruce Stern, Ellen Burstyn, Scatman Crothers. I mean, that just sounds awesome. And that was Scatman Crothers before he was in The Shining, so awesome. I'm really, excited to check that out at some point. I don't think it's gonna be my cup of tea. So far the only movies I've liked in that whole collection have been The Last Picture Show, Head, which is the Monkeys movie, but I don't like it as much as John Ward does. And then Easy Rider, Five Easy Pieces, and I tried watching one before, and I'm gonna have to watch it again. I think it was called A Safe Place. Um, so yeah, I also have to see Drive, he said, and another one. I forgot what the other one is. Just I haven't watched them yet. Exactly. So all of them, and that's my plan to watch all of them. So I want to sneak that sneak one of those in there. Another movie I can't wait to try to watch again. I tried watching this before, but I was just not in the mood. And this is another Blu-ray, and it's a film by Orson Welles because I want to watch all the Orson Welles movies I possibly can. I have a bunch, I just haven't watched them. Maybe someday I'll really do like an Orson Welles month or something, and I'll watch all the rest of them, and I'll talk about all the movies that Orson Welles has done that I have in my collection, and which ones I really really like, and which ones I I don't care for. There are some movies from Hitchcock I don't care for. You make enough movies after a while, there's going to be some that are misses, in my opinion. I'm sure there are some directors that have them. But it is Chimes at Midnight. Once again, I tried watching it one time, and I think it is black and white. And I think that I just wasn't in the mood, you know? And I think I will really have to like be in the mood to watch this. Oh, I forgot to say what oh geez, how long each one is. So Real Life is 99 minutes. Devil in a Blue Dress is 101 minutes. King of Marvin Gardens is 104 minutes. And this one jumps up to 116 minutes. So almost 2 hours, but not quite. So, but I'm excited to watch it. It looks good. And it's Orson Welles. Orson Welles is generally a pretty good filmmaker. Um, I usually say this to people. People are all shocked, when I say it, but I'm like, I just never got into like A Touch of Evil. I think it's a great movie. But it didn't blow me away or anything. And I think that might be a lot of people have ripped that movie off in some way or another and other things. So just I've seen it enough in other things that when I watched it, I bet if I had seen it when it first came out, I would be blown away, you know. Um, Another movie I haven't seen yet. I mean, these are all movies I haven't seen, but one I haven't seen from David Lynch is Blue Velvet. I have seen Mulholland Drive and I have seen The Lost Highway. I haven't bought Inland Empire yet. There's something I just keep hearing mixed reviews on it. Some people really love it, some people really hate it, some people are meh about it. There's a lot of just take on it, different take on it. I'm just not not for me. But this one I've heard nothing but good things about it, and you know, um, there are things like I think in Clerks they make reference to this movie and stuff like that, and I just haven't seen it yet. So Blue Velvet is a movie I've been wanting to check out. And I've been loving everything I've seen of David Lynch. Does it have commentary on it? Um, no, it does not look like it. They've got documentaries though, lots of cool documentaries and stuff on it. So I don't know. I think there's never any commentaries on David Lynch's movies because David Lynch doesn't want you to know or didn't want you. Sorry. It's so weird to say he's not alive anymore. But David Lynch doesn't didn't want you to think like more about like he didn't want you to give you an answer. He wanted you to think for yourself and you to figure things out, and everything. But that's a 4K of that, and that's 100 and nope, that's 2 hours, so it's 120 minutes long. All right, next we got another 4K, and that is Uncut Gems, which this spikes up to 135 minutes, so a little over 2 hours, 2 hours and like 15 minutes. And it's a movie I've heard that you really have to be in the mood for. And I have mad anxiety, but I watched a movie that I that gave me mad anxiety, and I still really, really enjoyed it. And I forgot what that was. What movie was that? It was something recently that I watched that was like, oh my God, this would give me mad anxiety. Why am I not freaking out? Like, so maybe I can handle it. I don't know. I get anxiety like walking down the street. So, this is probably gonna mess with my brain. That's Adam Sandler, in a Safdie brothers movie. So, Josh and Benny Safdie. So, I'm looking forward to watching it. All right, another Blu-ray, and this is 141 minutes, and that is One-Eyed Jacks. It's directed by Marlon Brando. It is a Western. I'm not a big fan of Westerns, but I am a big fan of Marlon Brando, and I'm a big fan of, I think there's some really good actors in it as well. Some other really good actors. But anyway, so like I said, it's directed by Brando. It's his only movie he's ever directed, I believe. And let's see. Cast. Doesn't say it, does it? Cast. Marlon Brando, Carl Malden, I've heard that name. Katie Gerardo. Slim Pickens is in it. Um, Anybody else I know? Nobody else I know. But Slim Pickens. Mm, That cast is Slim Pickens. I just don't really know a lot of those people. But hey, maybe I'll maybe I'll fall in love with a couple and want to check out their some more of their work. Um, I'm definitely gonna check this out. It's 141 minutes. Mm, It's a little over 2 hours. So 2 hours and 21 minutes. It's a That's a good amount of time. Speaking of a good amount of time, this is also 2 hours and 22 minutes. So that's 221 minutes. This is 2 hours and 22 minutes. And that is Come and See. And this movie was recommended to me by my buddy Vincent Pereira, who absolutely loves see that this is a Blu-ray. I don't think it's on 4K yet. I don't, and One Eye Jacks is a Blu-ray. I don't think that's on 4K yet. Um, I love having movies that aren't on Blu-ray yet, but like everything's sort of being upgraded one by one. So maybe these will be there. We'll see. Um, let's see. But I wanted to check this out for a while, and maybe I will. Maybe I will watch it soon. I don't know. I mean, I will once I get down to it. These are coming down to the end of the line. I only have two left. Another one's a Blu-ray, and that's another movie that Vincent would want me to watch at some point, and is The Thin Red Line, directed by one of his favorite directors, Terrence Malick. Um, and listen to this cast, by the way. Adrian, oh no, wait, let's see. Adrian Brody, no, Sean Penn, Adrian Brody, Jim Caviezel, Ben Chaplin, George Clooney, John Cusack, Woody Harrelson, Elias Koteas, Nick Nolte, and John C. Riley. I mean, I think there's even more. That's just the ones that they listed on here. And I mean, that right there is a cast, and it's a war movie, and it looks really good. Oh, I gave it a thumbs up. Did not mean to do that. So anyway, there you go. So Thin Red Line. Can't wait to check that out. And that is 171 minutes. And the biggest one, the longest one, the the Big Bang Baby one, Malcolm X. I have never watched this movie, so I'm watching two Denzel movies. I didn't even realize that. Didn't do that on purpose. This is a movie I have not seen yet. I've seen clips and I've seen parts of it, like on TV, but I've never watched the whole full movie, and I am planning to check it out. Do I think it's going to be very good? It's won multiple Academy Awards, so I don't know which ones are going to be the ones I do reviews of. Once again, I'll have to make sure that I'm not going to probably do them for Indie Film Cafe. So I'm going to give you a hint of what probably will go on Criterion Watch and what won't go on there, most likely, in my opinion. We'll see. Let's find out together. All right. So first off is Malcolm X, and that will probably go on Criterion Watch. The Thin Red Line will probably go on Criterion Watch. Come and See will probably go on Criterion Watch. One Eye Jacks. I would probably do a review of this. Let's find out. Uncut Gems. Probably might do a review of this. I know Paul is not a big fan of Adam Sandler, but he might be a big fan of Adam Sandler doing this movie. Or I might do it for Criterion Watch with like John Ward, who loves when Adam Sandler does movies like this instead of being his goofy self. So he may want to watch this and do a review. So I'm gonna put it on Criterion Watch because I think that would be the better bet for it. Blue Velvet, Criterion Watch for sure. Chimes at Midnight is gonna be a Blu-ray Hunter review, so I'm pretty sure. King of Marvin Gardens, yes, Blu-ray Hunter reviews for sure. The Devil in a Blue Dress, this has a big chance of going to Criterion Watch, but I may also do a review of it for Blu-ray Hunter, so it's kind of in the middle. And Real Life is going to be a Blu-ray Hunter reviews. I do not think that Paul would have any interest in this. Paul likes Albert Brooks, but not that much, you know. So he did not join me for either Mother, which I did for Blu-ray Hunter, or when we did Defending Your Life on Criterion Watch. He wasn't there for either of those, so he had no interest. So I'm gonna guess these. So these movies will probably be my Blu-ray Hunter reviews, even if I just do Devil in a Blue Dress now and then review it for Criterion Watch, later. Nothing else I would probably, none of the other ones I'd do for Criterion Watch, but these look like massive Criterion Watch movies right here. These look like ones that I will have to do down the line at some point. But once again, I don't know. So if I do end up doing a review of Come and See, it's either because I want to, and I'll probably mention it, but it's probably because I want to review it beforehand, and I plan to like do a Criterion Watch like years later. That happens a lot. That happened with like Election. Like I think I will do a Criterion Watch for Election at some point. Um, but it won't be for like another couple years or something. I've got so many other ones, like you have no idea. Um, so the Thin Red Line, I want to do this with like Vincent. This and Come and See, I want to do with Vincent, like at some point. We still have to do Heaven's Gate with Vincent and I. So there's so much to do already, but like those are the ones I think are going to end up being Criterion watches, which those are a little bit longer and more in depth and stuff. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna start watching Real Life today. So tonight, after this is done, and uh, after I get or while I'm getting You Can Count on Me up and ready, I'm gonna watch that because I want to get this thing started. I want to get five done this, up until like the last, if I can, of November, and then finish off the next five or so next month. And I'll probably also be doing five of the new movies that I get because I've got to keep putting things in. I got to keep watching things because there's so many in my collection that I just haven't seen yet. And it's because I blind buy them or I've heard really, really great things or whatever. And so I'm like stacking up on movies I've never watched and just didn't get around to watching when I first got them. So I should have picked Ice Storm because that's a Thanksgiving movie, so I may watch that on Thanksgiving. But I've seen it before. It's just years, and I haven't seen it on Criterion. So that's the only difference. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to you soon. Bye.